Revolution Wind is finally up and running. The project had to overcome some hurdles, including President Donald Trump trying to shut it down over claims it threatened national security.
But what does this mean for ratepayers, for you? NBC Connecticut political reporter Mike Savino joins us live in studio. Mike, when could we start seeing some savings here?
Yeah, and Kevin, that's what everyone wants to know, right? That's when will our energy bills come down? And the unsatisfying answer, again, is there is no direct answer to that question. But the supporters of this project say there are two ways that this will save us some real money. Of course, putting more supply into the grid should bring prices down, and this is also a gamble on prices in the future.
Just no question that this is going to provide more supply, which if you use market economics of supply and demand, more supply helps keep prices lower.
Revolution Wind is now operational, turning wind off the coast of Martha's Vineyard into electricity. At full capacity, this will generate 700 megawatts of electricity for the New England grid. That's enough power for 350,000 homes. The Department of Energy and Environmental Protection estimates this additional power supply could save the region $500 million a year by 2028. Including $125 million for ratepayers right here in Connecticut. That's why supporters continue to push for the project after the Trump administration shut down construction twice, claiming national security concerns. On both occasions, judges ruled work could continue. But there's another way this project can save us money. Connecticut is buying just half of the power at a fixed rate of 9 cents per kilowatt hour. By comparison, Eversource customers have been paying between 9 and 12 cents per kilowatt hour, depending on the time of year. Republicans, who tend to blast wind deals, agree that's a good rate.
This one project was bid so long ago, it's now affordable. But we're looking at offshore winds currently projects at about 3 or 4 times what the market rate is for energy. So we're going into it knowing it's unaffordable.
Eversource and United Illuminating will sell that electricity on the wholesale market throughout the year. If they take a loss, ratepayers will have to cover that in the public benefits charge. If those sales produce a profit, we'll see a credit that brings prices down on our bills. DEEP estimates ratepayers will see savings totaling $150 million to $200 million because of this over 20 years.
And of course, a lot of factors at the state, federal, and even global level go into our electricity prices. So this project doesn't mean we'll see our electricity prices come down. Instead, those savings that we just talked about could balance out increases caused by some of those other factors.
And Mike, we keep hearing time and time again about lawmakers saying more energy supply is the answer, right? Or is the state doing anything to make that happen?
Yeah, of course. And the governor has talked about that as well. And his administration has been looking at two areas, gas and nuclear. They're trying to work with New York, whether it's the state or at the federal level, getting a pipeline in to bring in natural gas. And then with nuclear, we're going out to bid right now with the contract we currently have with Millstone. That expires in 2029.
Right.
So as we talk about another contract, there's conversations about possibly adding capacity at Millstone as an extension.
Yeah, and there's so many tentacles to this because, you know, when you talk about clean energy, nuclear is a great way, but then people worry about the risks of nuclear.
Yeah, of course. There was always concerns in the past, but there's a lot of feeling that it's safer now that this doesn't produce the greenhouse emissions that some other fossil fuels do.
To be continued, I'm sure, on one of your Mike and Mike podcasts. Mike Savino, political reporter, live for us in studio. Mike, thank you.